Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about the Wycoff model when applied to the LUNA. In the previous video, I actually discussed the the sequence of the schematic, the accumulation schematic, and how there is a preliminary support, selling climax, automatic rally, and also the secondary test, the spring, etc. Uh, in the past couple of days, if you've been following what's been happening in the crypto markets, you probably wouldn't have missed the news that Luna has been seriously under fire. What had happened was that due to another asset, and this asset being the UST stable coin, this stable coin has been heavily battered ever since it lost the peg. So if you wish to find out about the UST and what happened to it, um, you probably come across articles like this, like UST backer LFG LUNA Foundation Guard seeds 1 billion to short stablecoin, etc. Okay, so you probably can do a little read up about this, and you can follow the various news and understand like what's going on, what's happening. At the same time, to get a better understanding as well, I would also suggest that you go into Twitter and you look out for Stable Kwon. Stable Kwon is the founder or leader of this Luna Foundation Guard. And at the same time, like just basically follow the tweets. There will be people who are giving commentaries about this. So check that out. Okay. Now, coming back into the charts, I want to basically run you through like a little bit of a comparison and do some comparisons with the Wycoff accumulation model. So over the past couple of weeks, there has been like sell-offs in the general crypto market, along with the strengthening US dollar, which we can see in the form of the DXY, the US dollar index, which is kind of like peaking out. We're not sure if it's going to go for another drive again. I mean, it's just been going for too long. Um, but we do see a lot of divergence over here, but nonetheless, it's very overextended. So if we look into you know the context of a day and so on, a daily chart, I mean, it's literally been a very long ascension this whole entire time. And if we also want to put things in perspective, we have been actually tracking the GBP USD, which has also a lot of similarities with this current chart that we're seeing here on the Luna. Actually, even more so perhaps. So over here we can actually notice like maybe this is like the initial support, preliminary support, selling climax for this. We're looking at around the 122.78 selling climax, and then the next phase that we will see is an automatic rally, up to probably just below the preliminary selling preliminary support. So preliminary support being here, a rally. We're looking at a rally to somewhere around the 125-ish region, and it may test the max pain again to shake off like some of the buyers, and to get some of the buyers to release their holdings before a final accumulation run to go back up this way. So right now when we look at the Luna, there is a lot of similarity with this. So I want to compare that to this model. If we look at it on the daily, we're probably not going to see that, but if we look at it on a H4, then it's more likely. Okay, there's some cosmetic similarities to these two charts, in the sense that if we look at it, it's like there is a kind of a Elliott wave that goes down, and the Wycoff actually works very well with the Elliott wave. There are a couple of ideas here. Is that first and foremost, when I look at the any Elliott wave is made up of much smaller ones as well. So I'm gonna go out to a 1 hour and have a opinion of that. So many people may say that the biggest drop constitutes a third wave, and if that is the case, this here would be the initial support at 25.35. That would be the initial support, and then subsequently we're looking at a selling climax. Um, it may or may not be here. It could be further than that. We don't know how low it's going to go, but we can see a ascending amount of divergence over here already. So there will definitely be another round of rally. I mean, there has been some significant rally here after it dropped to 25 and bounced back up to the 36. But this could be the selling climax, and we're looking at a rally to just around the preliminary support levels around here, and then it could continue to accumulate. So we're going to see like increasing levels of volume. Notice how the volume has been over here. So in the Wycoff accumulation model, it says that we look into trading decisions based on the market volumes that are at effect. So what is typically a very subtle market, we suddenly see huge influxes of volumes happening. And this is not surprising. I mean, there's been a lot of industry, large-scale short selling, leveraged ones as well, and it's not surprising that it's actually peaking out. And at this point in time, there is huge battle between buys and sells. And if we go out all the way into a much larger scale chart, then we can probably see. I'm trying to just I have to probably even go out to a week, and okay, yes. So I don't quite think that we are. I mean, right now this could be this point here. You see this previous swing high, swing low, and midpoint. This could be an initial level, but I wouldn't rule out here where there has previously been a huge area where you can call this like a supply demand kind of trade. So some people call this the order flow analysis, because it was exactly at this level that it catapulted back up to here. And similarly, it was exactly at this level where the catapulting peaked out, and this was the Wycoff distribution. And now over here, if we zoom into this area as well, we probably see a lot of the similarity as well, where yeah, I would like to analyze this area. So it came down very hard at this point. Here it is. Okay, so this is where the drop began. Same preliminary support, selling climax, automatic rebound, okay, to just below the preliminary support. And then all this area is accumulation. Look at how the volumes have been picking up, and then the volumes began to slow for a little bit, moderate itself, and it actually remained there for a fairly long period of time. And if there were actually another test of the max pain, it would have been at this level. Notice that in this period over here, this is when actually had broken the plateau, the lower plateau of price back here, as with this model. So that actually is the spring point, and upon which it really went off to the races. But you will only really see that spring point if we went back out to the week, and then we can see that spring point being like somewhere around here. That's when the spring really started, and then massive accumulation that just went all the way until where it is right now. Okay, so I'm doing all this in this video not to say, hey, buy Luna right now, but I'm just using this as an opportunity to case study the Wycoff model, and I would like to say that based on this, you can actually use that to plan your entry, or you can actually use it to observe other assets as well. But if you were to do some trading, I think a good thing to look into would be the UST, just based on the fact that like it's okay, they want to repeg it, so it would make sense to look into points of weakness where there is, obviously peaks in selling pressure, and again, we see preliminary support, we see selling climax, we see the automatic retrace, and then we see the last part here, the final test, and then the spring. Okay, so it's exactly like this Wycoff accumulation model that we see here. And this could actually happen a couple of times, and that could even be happening now, or even in a larger scale as well. This could be, preliminary support, and then this here could be the spring. So look into smaller time frames and find opportunities like this. You may not have it with UST. I mean, if it does try to test max pain again, then definitely you want to line in some opportunity over there to try to quickly capitalize on, like, 10-15% gain or even 20% gain without leverage. The key is without leverage. Okay. In one of my next videos, I'm going to be talking about leverage and how to calculate the use of leverage properly as well. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Leave your comments down below, and if you found this useful, please share it.